This week, we're checking out the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival.
And then we're seeing what it takes to tie the knot at Disney Fairy Tale Wedding Showcase.
Plus the latest theme park news and more coming at you from the attraction studio at Give Kids the World Village right now. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the show. I'm Elisa.
And I'm Quinn.
Quinn, I heard you got to see a special preview of Captain Marvel.
Yes, it's a really good movie. It's not like the best Marvel movie I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
But like it's hard to beat Captain America. That one's
That's true.
and Spider-Man: Homecoming. But you know, they're up there. And then Captain Marvel is like in the middle with like Doctor Strange, I'd say, on my scale of, like how good things are.
Okay.
And then, like Thor the Dark World is down here.
Okay. Well, that is Quinn's scale. We'll see how everyone else's scale
It's
is.
a good
I'm
movie.
so excited to see
I enjoyed it.
Good. I'm glad to hear that you enjoyed it, at least. So it's been worth the hype.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it. It's going to be... She's going to kick butt no matter what, and that's what I'm excited for.
Mm-hmm. And make sure you stay, because there's 2 end credit scenes, so there's one halfway, and then you gotta, of course, always stay to the very end of the Marvel.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you don't know to stay, then you're not a Marvel fan. So.
Yeah, well, stay anyway.
Stay anyway, exactly. All right, we'll be right back after a message from our sponsors. You can save up to 30% on rooms this spring and summer with special deals from MouseFan Travel. For a free quote with no obligation, head to mousefantravel.com.
Maximize your savings by purchasing discount Disney tickets from Undercover Tourist. For more information on this and other discount ticket deals, visit undercovertourist.com.
This News in the Queue starts with all things Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, as we get a lot of news on the upcoming land, opening at Disneyland this summer, and Walt Disney World this fall.
We got our first look at the cast member costumes, food and beverage options for the land, Galaxy's Edge merchandise, new in-park images, concept art, and detailed descriptions of each of the attractions' queues.
You can check out all of this and more now on our website at attractionsmagazine.com. Just search Galaxy's Edge.
So good. So good.
You're happy.
I'm so happy. I saw all that stuff. I was crying. I was like, there's just so much information here. I'm so excited.
We are grateful for all information you're willing to give us before we can see it ourselves.
One of the really cool details is that the blue milk and the green milk isn't going to be dairy. It's going to be, I think they said it was going to be sort of like a fruity, like a slushie almost, but it's going to be sort of like a rice-based.
Okay. Well, that's good for all the people that cannot drink actual milk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a lot of people. So
yeah.
I know a lot of people would be missing out if they were
kind of like
blue
how
milk,
butterbeer isn't actually beer.
Mm-hmm. Same sort of thing. Inclusive.
I'm really, again, obviously there's a lot of talk and hype for Galaxy's Edge. Mm-hmm. I still just get flashes of how crowded it's going to be. And then I'm like, oh, God, I know it's still worth it. But
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Worth it.
Yeah.
Worth it.
All the crowds. Sorry.
Now, Captain Marvel is soaring into select Disney parks around the world starting tomorrow.
Marvel's newest heroine will begin meeting in Shanghai Disneyland on March 8th, at Disneyland Paris on March 23rd, and at Disney California Adventure later this month.
Unfortunately, there are no plans for Captain Marvel to meet at Walt Disney World, but of course, that's just how it is with Marvel stuff usually here.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
She looks really cool.
Yeah.
And good for all of them that get to have her at their parks.
Of course, the closest we get to meeting her in Florida would be the Disney cruise, which is where I met her a while ago.
So good. So good.
So that's all you gotta do. If you're in Florida, just go on a cruise and then you can see.
Sounds simple enough. All right, a new nighttime projection show is coming to the Wizarding World with Harry Potter at Universal Orlando and Hollywood called Dark Arts at Hogwarts Castle.
This sinister take on nighttime entertainment will bring guests face to face with the darkest creatures and villains of the Wizarding World, including Lord Voldemort himself.
The new show will be performed nightly from April 13th through 28th at Universal Studios Hollywood, and then return from May 25th through 27th. Universal Orlando's version of the show will debut later this year.
Watching the current show, The Nighttime Lights, with the sorting hat and everything. It seems like they really pander to Slytherin anyway. So whoever's making these shows is
dark.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the projection shows on the castle are beautiful, and it is something really amazing to see, especially in person if you have a chance to. So putting up some more dark things up there, I think it's going to look superb.
Yeah, I mean, with the Slytherin, when they have the snakes slithering all around the castle, and now they're going to have, I think in Japan they already had projections of Dementors on the castle during Halloween.
So
it's going to be something like that, I'm sure.
Wow. I can't wait till we get it here in Orlando.
We will, this year. And now Busch Gardens Tampa Bay has officially announced the replacement for the closed Gwazi coaster.
Construction has officially begun on a new hybrid coaster set to open in 2020. When it opens, it will be the tallest hybrid in North America and the fastest and steepest hybrid coaster in the world.
Not only will this new hybrid coaster offer new thrills, but it will also implement restored elements of Gwazi.
Bye, Gwazi. I was so sorry. I'm happy that Gwazi is out. It gave me a massive headache and neck ache. So this new hybrid coaster looks awesome.
Yeah, hopefully it's pretty smooth, as opposed to Gwazi. And if it's keeping those elements that it used to have, then people will be happy because it'll, pay homage, but also not
hurt you.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect.
I mean, it looks like it's going to be so much fun. And yeah, again, as long as I'm not getting those shakes, I will be happy. But and I was gonna say, SeaWorld and Busch Garden Company, they love coming out with rides that are tallest, fastest, steep, and it's good. It's good marketing. So
yeah, I mean, that's what people like. They like to ride the fastest rides, the
next best thing. Winter brings us a new year and a brand new issue of Attractions Magazine. Prepare to get soaked on SeaWorld's new record-breaking raft ride, Infinity Falls. Find out what's new and what's come and gone in the world of Orlando's dinner shows. Read about how Disney's Candlelight Processional got started and grew to be a fan favorite. Plus the latest news, rumors, and more packed into every issue. Get your copy and subscribe today at attractionsmagazine.com in print or digital in our app on Nook and Kindle.
Epcot is in full bloom with the return of the International Flower and Garden Festival.
Our producer Matt was able to stop and smell the roses and sip and sample his way through the festival's offerings.
Over to you.
All right, guys, we're out at Epcot for the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival. It's underway again, and we're going to check out what is new. There's more food than ever. There's some new topiaries. Let's see what else we can find out.
Love me tender, love me true. Food first.
All right, here with Eric, and we're going to talk about some of the new topiaries and things coming this year. What do we got?
Well, of course, the brand new topiary is Bo Peep and her sheep in Bo Peep's Training Ground, which is a garden, kind of gives you a preview of the Toy Story 4, which is opening in June. We're really honored that we were allowed to make that. And she really is fantastic.
Yeah, I saw it looked great.
Yeah, she's great. And you may have noticed, because she is of such high quality, we went back, readdressed Buzz and Woody, which we've had for almost a decade now, and just decided, it's time that we bring them up to the standards of our new topiaries. So while those topiaries aren't brand new, they certainly are upgraded. And if you go to look, you'll notice that. Another thing that we've done this year is we've got, it's not a new topiary, but it's going to really surprise people when they see it. We were doing a garden that we were calling Haute Couture instead of Haute Couture. And we were going to have Miss Piggy, and we're doing these dress forms with plant material on, making dresses out. It's beautiful. I've seen them back there. They're not in yet, but they're absolutely beautiful. And in the walkthrough, someone says we ought to have Kermit crashing the scene on a bicycle as a joke, because it's in France, the movie. So we did that. We actually have Kermit on a bicycle.
I saw that coming in here.
Yeah,
it's like it was cool, and even the bicycle was made out of plant material.
That every year you do one or two things that you're like, well, I thought that was going to be good, but I didn't know it was going to be that good. That's the one that everyone sees and says, wow, that was we almost didn't do it. It was like a last minute joke, really. I think equally as good as it is going to be this Healthful Trail, because the story we're telling is so important and relates so well to horticulture. It's talking about the things you need for good health. So we're talking about healthy eating, where we are going to have an outdoor kitchen with very healthy food, and then of course one of the vegetable gardens that we do great, showing all the different edible plants and telling the story of why you should have a balanced diet that includes a lot of plants. Then we're going to have a relaxation zone, and what we want to, the story we want to get to people there is, relaxation and rest is really important for health. And, that's the story we want to talk about. And, we're really good at making those little kickback areas where you can relax.
Right.
And then the final part of the garden is being active. We're going to have that great playground, actually even better than last year, in the garden for the kids to play on. Being active is key to being healthy, and the best way to ensure that you'll be healthy your entire life is to be active as a child.
All right, they've given us quite a few foods to try, and I've tried all that I can. I picked out some of my favorites to show you guys. So this is the shredded beef brisket and a smoked potato. Look at that. This is one of the favorites. So yeah, they leave quite a bit of the potato in there and the shredded beef taste, and it's got, let's see, some chorizo and green tomato. Very good. That's the one you got at the smokehouse, I think in the America Pavilion. And another one that was one of my favorites is this farmhouse meatball. The meatball is actually with the Impossible Burger, so it's not actually meat, it's all plant-based. So let me give this a try. That is really good. And you can't tell it's not real meat, it tastes like meat. And then of course, everybody's gonna want the orange bird sipper, and it comes with some kind of orange drink in it here. It's like an orange smoothie type thing inside. And of course you can put whatever beverages you want in here. It's really, really cute. That's gonna be a popular one. And last but not least, one of my other favorites is dessert. Actually, I think this is gonna be a favorite, but I haven't tried it yet. It's an orange shortcake. Goes good with the orange bird here. So let's dig in and see if this is good. Got these crunchies on top, and they're really good. Of course, really good orange flavor and very light. It's delicious. So we got some cool drinks. First off, I noticed the orange bird cup. That's going to be very popular.
He is. He's very cute, and we are proud to have him at our International Flower and Garden Festival this year. He's at one of our new outdoor kitchens called the Citrus Blossom, and he's filled with an orange cream slushy, so a non-alcoholic beverage. It tastes like a creamsicle to me. I think it's delicious.
Nice. And then a returning favorite, I see the violet lemonade. Is that?
Yes, that is our frozen desert violet lemonade, and it can be found at the Pineapple Promenade. It is a returning favorite. It's actually been on our menu since we started adding food and beverage to the Flower and Garden Festival. And this year it's really neat is we have some merchandise that was inspired by the drink. So you'll see some purple t-shirts and some ear headbands that were all inspired by the popularity of the frozen beverage.
Nice. All right, we're here with Crystal. She's a pastry sous chef here for Epcot, and she's going to show us what are these? What do you call them?
So this is the Mickey peanut butter tart that will be featuring this year in the Flavorful Outdoor Kitchen. Sorry.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, right. The Flavorful Outdoor Kitchen is one of the 17 different kiosks that we're going to have this year for the festival.
Okay.
So we're very excited. So this one is a multi-grain tart with peanut butter mousse, and we top it with strawberry jam and boba pearls.
It would be good just like that, but
Yeah, but now it just gets a little bit better when you add the strawberry
so
jam.
I'm gonna actually try this. My hand at this. This isn't something guests can do, but
No.
I'm gonna see. You wouldn't want to eat the one I made probably anyway.
And you squeeze just very gently, and you can pipe into each Mickey here.
Go on in, no outline, just however
Nope,
we want
it's just right in there. And then you pipe right down the face. You're natural, you're
to.
hired.
All right. That looks good.
And then we will top each ear with just a few boba pearls,
Or a lot.
or a lot if
Well.
you'd like, since it's for you. You have yours right over there. If you
Oh,
want to use
okay,
all of
here we
them, you
go.
can. I don't mind. They are delicious.
I love boba.
It's nice, has that nice.
But they're supposed to go just in the ear, right?
Yeah, just in the ear. But if you want to
No,
for
we'll,
yours, you
we'll
can
do
put
it
some.
right here.
All right,
That looks
you
good.
like it. And then
And then
there's your dessert.
eat it. That's all I got to say.
It's beautiful. Now Mickey only has one ear.
That's very good.
And this is exclusively for pass holders only.
Okay.
And it will come in 2 waves. So Donald and Figment will be coming out on opening day, and then of course we'll have these Minnie and Goofy collection coming out sometime in April. So
Alright.
pass holders, make sure you come back and definitely get these 2 collections in 2 different waves.
And I see Spike the Bee here, and which we've seen him before in some of the games, but I don't think we've seen him on merchandise.
No, this is absolutely exciting. This is the Donald and Spike collection, and guess what? We've turned the spaceship birds into a honeycomb.
I love
So I love it. The guests asked, and we listened, and we're delivering
Great.
with Spike with this women's tee, and we also have this baseball cap right here.
All right, I got to get one of those.
Definitely.
And then, what are these underneath here? I know that's for the game, right?
This
These are
is.
prizes for the
These
game?
are the prizes. So you get to pick one of these every single time you complete one of this. Spike's Pollination Scavenger Hunt. And it
Okay.
is for $6.99, and you get a set of these patches every single time.
Nice. And I love this. We've got Epcot, but it's all spelled out in, looks like vegetables and flowers.
Yeah, this is a women's short sleeve tee that we are actually featuring this year under the Mickey's Garden collection. So
All right.
super nice, and it will actually tie in nicely with our Turn Up the Fun t-shirt that we actually have for Mickey. He's definitely having fun in his garden, and we actually also have this magic band that is going to be available on opening day. It is limited edition to 2,000 only, so come and get it as
get it
soon
while
as
you
you can. Yes, and it's actually really nice. Here's Mickey,
Mickey
and Goofy is on the other side.
Nice.
So
That is cool. I think
Yeah.
I saw another magic band over here.
yep, you sure did. And that one is going to be a release coming on April 11th. And this is Minnie's garden party. First time I've actually ever done this magic band in a mint color. Coming out as a second wave to our Flower and Garden Festival
Is
magic
that one
band.
limited as well, or?
It is limited edition
Okay.
to 2,000 as well.
All right, we're here with Katie, and we're talking about some exciting things coming to Epcot in a few years' time. What can you tell us?
Well, we are so excited because Epcot truly is a place that is just overflowing with possibilities, fueled by curiosity and optimism and wonder. And we're really excited to honor the rich legacy of this park with the transformation that's to come. And I think you can see that in the rendering that we recently released of the new park entrance, really reimagined. It's harkening back to the original entrance of the theme park with beautiful sweeping pathways and green spaces, a newly reimagined fountain. It's going to be a beautiful way to start your Epcot day, and it's a great nod to the Epcot legacy where we're coming from.
And I think that's important for a lot of fans, is that we keep the original vision of Epcot, and I think that's what you guys are trying to do.
Absolutely, and we're taking that vision and then carrying it forward. So we've got decades more to come. And we're really excited for our new pavilion that we also announced. It's really dedicated to playful fun, and that's taking some of those ideas and bringing them forth in a new way, really bursting from the seams with Disney characters and interactive experiences, hands-on activities. I think every adult and child alike could use a little more playful fun in their lives, and it's going to be so much fun to enter this space before the Walt Disney World 50th anniversary.
Okay. And no date has been set for anything other than before that time?
That is correct, and we'll continue to reveal more information from now until then.
And in the play pavilion, will there be any kind of, I know there's like, seems to be singing and characters. Is there any kind of ride in there, or is it more just a hands-on experience?
You know, at this point, we're really excited just to talk about the fact that there's so many interactive, immersive experiences and hands-on activities. I think it's going to be a really engaging space for you and the entire family, and we'll have even more information coming in the next months and years.
Okay, so that's just a small preview of what you can find at the Flower and Garden Festival here at Epcot. You also want to come in and get one of these guides when you come in. They're at the front of the park. This tells you about everything that's going on, all the foods you can get, all the concerts every night, and there's even stickers here so you can mark off what you have and haven't seen. We also have a guide on our website, the Ultimate Foodie Guide, that'll list all the different foods so you can prepare ahead of time. So the festival's going on until June 3rd, so you want to get out here and check it out a few times.
I think what I love most about travel is the perspective that it gives me. It's just getting a chance to see other parts of the world and other types of people and other lifestyles. I like to say it's the difference between information and expertise. Anybody can do an internet search and come up with lots of information. Having somebody that has been there and done that and probably bought the t-shirt and really can speak to it with authority is the big difference.
MEI and MouseFan Travel is your expert source for no-fee travel planning. Visit MEI-travel.com for a no-obligation quote today.
Skip the lines with undercover tourists, crowd calendars, touring plans, and mobile apps. Stop paying full price for your family vacation and visit Undercover Tours today.
There's nothing more magical than a Disney wedding.
Our reporter Banks had the opportunity to check out the Disney Fairy Tale Weddings Showcase and see all the options when planning such a magical affair.
Take it away, Banks. Oh, I hope he brings us back some wedding cake.
Ooh, yeah.
We are here at Disney's Yacht Club Convention Center for the Disney Fairy Tale Wedding Showcase. Now, I had no idea they offered this showcase every year, so I'm excited to go inside, maybe get some ideas for the wedding that Sydney and I are planning next year. Let's go. For those who don't know about this expo, what can those who attend find when they come here?
Absolutely. This is our Disney's Fairy Tale Weddings annual showcase. So here at Walt Disney World Resort, we had over 800 couples as well as fans and their entourage coming out to see what we do here at Disney's Fairy Tale Weddings, to learn more about their wedding and or inquire about a wedding and see all the different elements that go into planning a wedding today. So as you can see, there's a lot of energy and a lot of people here today.
And how often do these showcases happen?
Well, you know, last weekend, actually for Disney's Fairy Tale Weddings and Honeymoons, we were out at Disneyland last weekend. So last weekend we had the same exact showcase. We kind of bookend the weekends together here at Disney's Fairy Tale Weddings. And I've had a couple of couples actually fly to both, believe it or not.
So around the expo, they have various samples of food that you can choose to be at your wedding service. And right here, I've got a bacon-crusted beef and blue cheese meatball. They had me at bacon. Hey, Sydney, we're getting this. So there are many different booths set up around the showcase floor here, showcasing things from photography, videography, art, floral, and they even have some tables set up here to kind of give you an idea of themes that you might want to have for your reception. So a really cool thing as part of what they're calling the Enchanted Evenings package is that you get a custom-made magic band. There are two designs you can choose from. This one has groom on this side and bride on this side, and this one has park icons on there as well. You can also get a luggage tag to go with it. I love it. It's so cool. So the booth behind me is a place called Themes Come True. Now they're specialized in themed wedding invites, menus, stuff for your wedding. Right here, this is a themed Haunted Mansion invite. How cool is that? Behind here are samples of different cakes that you can try. I picked up a s'mores cake with chocolate mousse and mini marshmallows. Very rich. Very much s'mores. So as you're walking around, you'll see there's plenty of places where you can sign up for information and even a few giveaways as well. So I just signed up for a raffle of this bag behind me, and they gave me this little luggage tag as well. So it's definitely worth stopping and chatting with everyone that you see.
Where at Walt Disney World can people pick to have their wedding ceremony?
You know what, that is a great question. So, you know what we like to say is from castles to beaches to our wedding pavilion to European settings at Epcot, you name it, we've pretty much got the backdrop. So whatever their style, their vision, whatever that dream is that they have, we'll bring to life. And you know, couples today, there's all different types of needs. So whether it's just a couple looking to just for a handful of guests all the way up to a big celebration with hundreds of guests, we're happy to help them manage through those locations, what their budget, what their needs are, and create an event that reflects your style.
Budget-wise, what are people looking at in terms of a fairy tale wedding?
That's a great question. So our weddings start at $3,500 for a very intimate affair. We also have two collections that are smaller for less than 20 guests, or $3,500 to $7,000. So really nice. So you know, that's an intimate affair for a destination wedding. And then our Wishes collection starts approximately at around $12,000, and that is certainly very dynamic. You know, there's food and beverage, there's different venues. So we sit down and customize the things that are meaningful to you and help you figure out that budget along that way. And it does depend on your guest count as well. So I think one of the hidden gems is we've got a great value here and very affordable depending on what you're looking for.
So there's your look at the Disney Fairy Tale Wedding Showcase. Now, as she mentioned earlier, these happen every year at Walt Disney World and Disneyland. Tickets this year were $45, and for an additional fee, you could also do a dessert party that happens after the showcase. If you want more information about when next year's showcase will be, you can follow them on social media at Disney Weddings.
Have you downloaded our free Attractions Magazine app? It features news articles, as well as every issue of our magazine available right in the app. Plus, catch up on all episodes of the show, and even view all of our online videos in one place. Download the app for free in the App Store today.
All right, this week's birthday shout-outs go out to Brian Myers, Maria Wyatt Uwe, and Kurt Nelson.
Happy birthday, everybody! Want to stay up to date on the latest Star Wars Galaxy's Edge news? Follow us on social media.
You can stay in the know on the latest breaking news by following us at Attractions on Twitter, at Attractions Magazine on Instagram, and by liking us on Facebook.
Be sure to turn notifications on to know immediately when we post something new.
Now we want to thank MEI, MouseFan, and Universal Fan Travel, our preferred travel agent. For a free quote with no obligation, visit MEItravel.com.
And thanks to Undercover Tourist, our recommended supplier of discount tickets to Orlando and California attractions. For more information, visit undercovertourist.com.
Give Kids the World Village is a non-profit resort that provides week-long, cost-free vacations to children with life-threatening illnesses and their families. To learn more about how to get involved, visit gktw.org. All right, so we've got some cool things coming up. You're going to see videos from Banks and Tiffany at 90s Night at Disneyland.
Yeah, I think Banks said he's going to be Rescue Ranger. I think it was either Chip or Dale.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I love it. Anything 90s, I'm all about it. So I hope you guys have a great time. I'm uber jealous.
Yeah, I wish I could go, but you know, it's okay.
We will live vicariously through them.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, we will. All right, thank you so much for joining us. We hope you'll tune in again next week.
Until then, visit your local attractions, try something new, stay safe, but most of all, have fun.